Well, hello, all my good looking people. I am having a really bad hair day, so I'm gonna get off camera pretty soon. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Give me a mic check. How do I sound? Am I on camera yet? Let me check. Hold on, guys. Let me get my YouTube set up. Hey, Sky. Let me see. Can you guys hear me okay? I have no idea if you guys can. Yes, you guys, loud and clear. Okay, good. Hey, Mosin Man, welcome back, Dee. I missed you so much. Hey, Nicole Morgan. Hey, Joanne, Jennifer, Rose with Thorns, Tony, Kitty Cat, meow, meow. I like that name. Marissa. Hey, Delani, what's up, good looking? I also seen Delana in here somewhere. I did see her. Hey, Capri, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you, love? Capri always has the fashionable pants on. Let's hope she's wearing them right now. Hey, Megs, how are you doing this morning? Dee, where have you been? I missed you. I was telling my other mods, I'm like, I feel so lost whenever, okay, you guys, I can't stand the way I look right now on camera. I just look really pale. I'm going to turn it off in a minute. But I was telling my other mods, I just feel so weird when Dee ain't here. Hey, Felicia. I always say, bye, Felicia. My daughter goes like, don't say that. Hey, Amanda, what's up? Let me see. Hi, Heather. How are you doing today, beautiful? Hey, Peggy. Hey, Mosin Man, what's up? Is John here yet? I didn't even send him an alert. I am so bad. All right, let me scroll down to some new comments. So I'm really excited for this live, you guys. We are going to be going over the Equusearch interview that Ron did. I believe Ron Duty Ron is his name, I think it is. I'm going to link it in the description. I'm not going to play the whole interview, you guys. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. But in that interview, he does talk to David Rader. And he is, he obviously, you know who that is. I'll go into it more though. But he does go over the dogs alerting and what they didn't alert. Like, he goes over some of that stuff that I thought was really interesting. So I want to go over that with you guys. And then there are a couple of parts of that interview I'm going to play. I'm not going to play the whole interview, my hair, but I'm going to play some of it. And then we're going to go over and have a discussion about where's Donald? Is he off of Facebook jail? Is he still in Facebook jail? Is grandma left town yet? We're going to go over all of that stuff. Did you get a chance to see what I tagged you about age? Let's see. Was it a new email? Hey, John, was it a new email you sent? Am I talking fast? I feel like I am. I just finished cardio and I had to take a really quick shower, and then I was like, let me get on here. Hi, Yvonne. Yay, you made to another live. I'm so excited. I think he's out of Facebook. Well, that's the thing. We're going to go into that, Jennifer, because I did a little, I went and I investigated his Facebook, and it looks like, I think he got out of Facebook jail because he was gone for 2 days. He was ghost from his Facebook after he posted that about H, and then he came back 2 days later, and then now he's gone again. So we're going to look at that at the very end. Tagged on Facebook like 2 seconds before you send DM. Oh, okay. I haven't had a chance to look at it then. Heather says, did anyone listen to the Psychic on Sweet Pillows? Literally gave me, no, was that shared in a Facebook group? I might have seen that, you guys. I might have. Is it the one where the lady said that she was thrown like trash? Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, wow, he may be in it again if he mentioned H's name. Well, no, Jennifer, he didn't. Okay, so the first time he mentioned H's name was when he did that, and I have it all saved, but he did that post about saying H grabbed, he said H grabbed a lady out of the car and the kid was in the back seat, and he makes a post about that. And then that's been taken down because when something's reported, Facebook will remove the content that's reported. So that was taken down. And then he didn't make a post for like 2 days after that. He was gone for 2 days. And then he came back after 2 days and he started posting again, and now he's gone again. So I'm wondering, and I'll share all of that with you guys after we go over the, hey Scott, what's up? I'm so glad you're here. Scott, you live locally, right? I believe. But it looks like he was in Facebook jail for that post, and then he came back, and now he's gone again. So I was looking at his post that he has. He hasn't posted anything that was really bad. So is he in Facebook jail again, or is there something else going on? So we'll go over all of that. Yes, take a second to smash that like button, guys. Thanks. I really appreciate it. And I'm here with my red cup. There's a place where in Cali it's red cup. Do you guys, Scott says, yes, he's local. Awesome, Scott. What I was reading for Megs for the Facebook jail, I was wondering too if someone told Donald, maybe someone from the church maybe told him like, hey, stop talking, you know, all this church talk. Maybe it's not looking good on the church. We know the church people were getting some, you know, negative backlash. So maybe they told him to be quiet. But I just feel like Don's a personality where it would be really hard for him to keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like Don wouldn't be able to compose himself with it. I don't know. And if he was in Facebook jail, I would just figure he would have someone he knows go on there, make a post saying like he did last time. Someone let us know he was in Facebook jail. Hey, Amanda S. Vida. Let us know he was in Facebook jail. That's how everyone knew. So if he's in Facebook jail again, then I just figured somebody would have let us know that again. So, and then the rumor is grandma's left town, and I was told she did leave town for a doctor's visit. I've also seen somebody else say that she left. I'm an expert. Nicole, okay, you're an expert, so I don't have to look it up then. I was reading you could go into Facebook jail for 1 day or up to 20 days, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if this was Donald's first offense, I don't think they're going to hit him hard with like a 20-day violation. So if anything, maybe 1 or 2 days, which would make sense because when he did go and he made the post about, hi Anne, when he did make Juanita Lewis. Who is that, Anne? Annie? Flannel Joe, what a cool name. Again, I'm getting sidetracked with your guys' name. But it would make sense that he was gone for 2 days and then he started posting again. Is NK did it? Depends on the infraction. So minimum up to 31 days. Yeah. So we're going to go into all of that afterwards, you guys. I do want to go into this this interview that was done with Equusearch because it's a really, really good interview. So that's what we're going to look at. I'm going to first play a news clipping for you guys, and then we're going to go into the interview that David from Equusearch did. Yeah, D knows about D knows a lot. Hi, Tammy. And then Nicole, thank you for that super chat, love. It came by really quick. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always supporting the channel. Thank you. Hi, Tammy, friend. How are you? My good friend, how are you? Hi, Sweet Pea. All right, you guys. So let me share my screen with you. Flannel Joe. That's a cool name. Do you like flannels? Oh my God, you guys, my hair. Ugh. Okay. I need to get my hair cut. Okay, let's share this screen. All right. Hi, Sammy. What's up? I just seen you pop in. Web browsers. Let's make sure I share the audio because I'm notorious for not sharing the audio. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. I like the way that looks. Okay. So let me grab it from Facebook. Let me grab it from my YouTube to make sure it looks. Okay. Hi, Diamond Girl. I like when you guys call me Triple C or CCC. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Let's play this really quick, and then we'll jump into that interview that, let me get it, that Duty Ron did. So after we listen to this, we're going to listen to parts of, do you guys know the channel Duty Ron? I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know that channel. He does really good. He's a really good channel. He was I don't know if he was a police officer, a detective, or what, but he's law enforcement. And he did an interview the other day with Dave Rader, and he did such a good interview. And there's two parts of that interview that I want to play for you guys and have a discussion over, because he talks about the dogs alerting, and everybody that talks about the dogs, where the scent went, all of them said the end of the driveway, all of them. And even, Dave says that too, that the dog hit to the end of the driveway. But then on one of the last interviews that Donald did, he said it went to the end of the driveway, also went into a dog trail and into the woods. So I don't know. I don't believe anything that Donald says. Hi, Heather. How are you? Yeah, he is awesome. He's really awesome. And that interview, and he had another co-host on there, and you guys will see that co-host was asking some really great questions. And one thing I like about Dave Rader is that he's coming from, you know how law enforcement, when you ask them a question, they have to be careful how they answer it, right? Law enforcement, we know that. And Dave Rader is coming from a different background, so he'll just answer the question straight out. He'll tell you exactly what he thinks, and I love that. I'm like, yes, thank you. All right, so let me go ahead and play this really quick. So let's make it a little big. Give me 1 second, guys. How do I make this full screen? Yes. And hopefully it sounds okay. Cross your fingers. Let's see. Okay. I see the Wi-Fi struggling a little. Come on, Wi-Fi, baby. Come on. I'm going to wait to play it until it gives me the okay on my screen. It's coming through. It's coming through. Come on. There we go. All right.
Equusearch for Summer Wells is expanding this weekend as a search and rescue group from the Midwest is coming back to the area to once again look for the missing 5-year-old.
The company is called Equusearch Midwest. They're based out of Ohio and also Texas. News Channel 11's Ainsley Daniel spoke with the director, who says he's bringing fresh eyes and people in the hopes of finding Summer.
Although the area around Ben Hill Road and the Beach Creek community seems much quieter than what it did this time last month, authorities and search crews assure that people...
I see you said echo. Hold on. I'm going to try it again. I see my Wi-Fi buffering in the corner. That's what I'm like keeping my eye on. Let's try this again, guys. Come on, baby. Come through. Come on. Come on. Okay, let's try it again, guys. If not, I'll play it on my phone. 1, 2, and 3.
The ground search for Summer Wells is expanding this weekend as a search and rescue group from the Midwest is coming back to the area to once again look for the missing 5-year-old.
The company is called Equusearch Midwest. They're based out of Ohio and also Texas. News Channel 11's Ainsley Daniel spoke with the director, who says
All right, guys, hold on. Give me 1 second. We got this. Don't trip. We got this. Before, I would have been like all hypervenom. Hi, Alan. I just seen Alan pop in. I would have been like all like, ugh. But I got it, guys. Hold on. Let's pop it up. All right. All right. I'm pulling it up, you guys. Hold on. I want to make sure I got the good one. News. Here we go. All right. All right. I just want the ad to play. Hold on. Hurry up, ad. Hurry up. Of course, it's like a 16-second ad. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6.
The ground search for summer wells is extending this weekend as a search and rescue group from the Midwest is coming back to the area to once again look for the missing 5-year-old.
The company is called Equusearch Midwest. They're based in Ohio and Texas. News Channel Ainsley Daniel spoke with the director who sees bringing fresh eyes and people in hopes of finding summer.
Although the area around Mill Hill Road and Beach Creek community seems much quieter than what it did this time month, authorities and search crews assure that people are still out looking for summer wells, including one group that's making another trip back this weekend.
Why not keep the bus rolling, as I say, and go out a little bit further? Some fresh eyes, some fresh people. Let's get this done.
David Rader is the director for Equusearch Midwest, a volunteer-based nonprofit search group out of Texas and Ohio. He reached out to the incident committee and search operations to ask if they could come back.
There's some things that we would like to go over that was just kind of bothering us as far as areas being searched and going out a little bit further. So I reached out to him.
Captain Tim Coop is still in charge of the search efforts on the ground for summer wells. He wasn't available for an interview today, but told us, quote, they, along with several others, have been so outpouring with support and wanting to help out. I decided to have them come back and assist some areas and search these as a combination decision by both agencies.
We have their blessing. They trust us enough to do what we do, and hopefully we'll have success.
Rader stresses the importance of the public not being involved in search and not disclosing exact locations of search crews, not only because of safety due to the train, but also because it could hinder the investigation.
We can't have people stating that we were on this road, this specific spot, because then at that point in time when we mark it off that nothing's there, it's a possibility somebody could move car or evidence to that area, and it's already been marked off as search, so we don't go back to it.
That sentiment, something echoed by the agents with the GBI leading the investigation.
There could be a criminal aspect and something happened to her. And in order for us to do that investigation, there are just some things that we're not able to share with the public.
Rader says his group will begin searching at 8 a.m. on Saturday, and they will be going to areas that they've already looked at, as well as areas even further out. In the community, like News Channel 11.
If you have information that can help.
Okay, so as you can see, they're coming back this weekend, which I am so excited over, and I know a lot of you, when you guys heard that, a lot of you were excited over that too. Let me pull up the interview we're going to be listening to. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me stop sharing that quick, and let me, all right, let me see. All right, where is it? All right. And I'm not going to look at chat. I'm going to pull this up really quick. Really quick, you guys. No, we don't want that either. Hey Veronica, welcome. I popped up and I seen that. want YouTube, baby. YouTube. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me go to library. Here we go. And I need to share this in my, I need to link his channel really quick before I push play. So let's start it over here. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to, let me take off this comment. Hi, Grace. NK did it. What's up? Hello. Okay. So let me stop my, I wonder if my camera's, stop my camera really quick. I wonder if that helps with the audio. So let me link this in the comment section really quick. Give me 1 second.
Before, does this make
And I'm not looking at chat, you guys, just so you know. I'm linking this in the description really quick. Because you never want to play someone's channel and not give them, like, just take it as your own. That's not what we're doing here. Okay, there we go. Let me pin that really quick. All right, perfect. All right, let's get started. All right. So let me share my screen with you guys. And again, you guys, so this is gonna, I'm not gonna play all of this interview just so you guys know, but this is an interview, a creator that goes by Duty Run. He did this interview on, does it give us the date? It doesn't give us the date, but it was a couple of days ago. He did this interview with Dave Rader from Equusearch. And as you guys know, they're coming back to Ben Hill to do another, you know, another search of everywhere around there on this weekend. So I'm going to play parts of that interview for you guys. And let me get to the right timestamp of it that I want to play. And if it echoes, I'll just do it over my my phone. And let's make this share a screen. Windows. Let's try this. Oh, wait. I forgot to share audio, guys. Hold on. Okay. Share audio, yes. All right, here we go. Okay, let's make this bigger. Now this guy right here, I'm not aware of that. Like, I've never seen that podcast. I've never seen it before, but this guy Bill, he was asking some really good questions. Really good questions. All right, so let me. And this is a routine. Okay, hold on, guys. Just letting it. Okay. So let me higher my volume. Okay, you guys ready? Let me make this smaller. Hold on, guys. I want to be able to see comments. Okay.
The Hawkins County EMA. Okay, so it was like Timmy Coop, Captain Coop, and that his people. That is correct. Yeah, Tim Coop was headlining this whole dance, we'll call it. I'll tell you, he did one hell of a job as far as putting a lot of agencies and a lot of men on short notice and really covering a boatload of ground. It was incredible.
Hey, Dave, could you just explain to us and our audience, when you got there, what was the organization like of the search? How was it organized? Who would take an area? Who would take another area? What are we going to deploy? We're going to deploy horses. We're going to deploy aviation. We're going to deploy canine. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Before you answer, I got to ask a favor of you because it's driving me crazy. Sure. Is there any way you can back up away from the camera because half your head's getting, there you go. I got to be that far, or it's fine. You're right there is good. Everybody was. I didn't look at the chat, but I know that I was going to get a lot of complaints because your forehead was. So now everybody gets to see your beautiful locks of hair.
Yeah, Dan, you have such beautiful hair. They want to see it.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I don't have hair, so I can say that. But it's fine. You're right there is good. Okay. Everybody was.
I thought that was so funny when he told him to sit back because he couldn't see his face, and they're like, "Oh, we want to see all your hair." I mean, he does have really good hair, right? This guy has really good hair. Look at it. It looks like he has a perm or something.
Well, I didn't look at the chat, but I know that I was going to get a lot of complaints because your forehead was cut off. So now it's going to be your beautiful locks of hair.
Yeah, Dan, you have such beautiful hair. They want to see it.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I don't have hair, so I can say that. But I wanted to see you fully, and I didn't want to have your forehead. I didn't see me. All I got on my screen is.
Is it sounding bad, you guys? I see someone said it sounds choppy. Let me know. How's the sound? Is it bad? Is it okay? Let me make this one bigger. There you go. It's low. Thanks, Amanda. Thank you, darling. Thank you. But how's the sound? Choppy here. Alan B says breaking up. Okay, how do I sound right now though? Like me talking, you guys, how do I sound? Does it sound better? I think I'm gonna play it for my phone because I noticed when I used StreamYard, for some reason right now it's not connecting too good. How's it now though? When you talk, it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna play it through my phone. You guys ready? Let's go.
It's still you're perfect. There's the piece led up to it, so that's why I get how far it was. You're good right there, Bill. You want to lead back into that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would just like to know when you finally got there and you had all your personnel put together, what was the organization of this search like? How was it put together? How were the personnel deployed, and how was it determined who would search what specific areas, and how would they search these specific areas?
At the time they were still searching around the house, thinking that this girl walked away. So at that point in time, there was no foul play ever mentioned, or I don't think it was considered. So at that point in time, they were strategically breaking down in and around that house into grids. And then what they would do is keep all of your manpower together so they wasn't like basically breaking you up to put with another group. So they took those groups, and depending on
Alan, yeah, I know. I decided not to play it through StreamYard because it's coming out just too choppy. So I'm playing it off my phone. But so you know who's actually talking right now. Obviously, it's going to be David talking right now, and then you have Ron, and then Bill. So if I play it through StreamYard right now, it's just lagging too much, and we don't have time for that. So I'm just playing it through my phone, you guys.
the qualifications and what you're used to is how they broke it down into what sector that you went to. You know, they had aviation in the air, they had the ELO, they had dog teams. I think that they had 5 or 6 different dog teams down there. So they were strategically placing the dogs ahead of the bug searchers, and then we would go in behind them as a checks and balances. It was well organized. They would actually take us they would bus us in to each individual plot of land that we were going to do, and then we were in radio contact as far as if we found anything, if we found any evidence. We were all GPS tracked, and I can tell you, if I could share that with you, it's incredible on the amount of manpower that was in and around that piece of property in that mountain over the course of those 5 or 6 days that I was there.
You know, Dave, so the folks are going to ask that there's different types of dogs, bloodhounds, there's cadaver dogs. What all manner of dogs working this scene?
Yeah, they were actually using live track, and they were also using cadaver. From what I understand, they could not get a very good scent article from the house for summer because I think that everything was kind of shared. So I'm not too sure how well that played out, but they did use cadaver, and they also used live track, and not one of them took us in any one direction.
So was it confirmed that they did bring in multiple dogs into the home?
So did you guys hear what he just said about the cadaver dogs? Because this is something that I know for myself. Hey, Starry, what's up, beautiful? This is something that myself, I also wondered what dogs were actually brought in. So he says that they brought live track dogs, and yes, they did bring cadaver dogs. And again, remember, David and his crew showed up, Equusearch showed up, he says, on day 4. So we have, the thing I thought was interesting what he says, and I'll replay it for you guys, was what he said, that they couldn't get a good scent for summer because everything was shared. And I thought that was really interesting that they couldn't get a good scent. So I'm wondering, was it because, and everything was shared, is it because, I'm going to take you guys back a little bit. If you remember the Chris Watts case, when they did when they brought the dogs into for that case, they asked Chris on the body cam, hey, Ash, what's good? Oh, Ash, I need to make you blue. Give me a second. But they asked Chris Watts, you know, do you have anything for Shanann? They were looking for stuff for the girls that she had either worn a few days ago or just recently, shoes. And if you remember, for the Chris Watts case, Chris in the body cam goes into the hamper and he grabs clothes like he was going to give them clothes. And they were like, no, because it's all mixed. You know, her clothes are mixed with the kids' clothes, with Chris's clothes, and then it's just all mixed. So you couldn't get a good scent from that. And then with the shoes, they were asking for the girls' shoes, if you remember, with the Chris Watts case, and Chris was going to give them the shoes that were wet because the girls had got wet earlier that day before. So they didn't want the shoes that were wet. So I'm wondering how right here with this case, how David says that, you know, they couldn't get a good scent from Summer because everything was shared. So I'm wondering, is it because her clothes that she was wearing was in a hamper mixed with the other kids? Also, in the video of Summer swimming, she has shoes on. So I'm wondering, did she continue wearing those shoes when she went home? Are those the ones that were left? And can they not possibly get a good scent because they were wet? I'm not sure, but let me play that part for you guys because it's so important what he says about the cadaver dogs and the track dogs. And I'm not looking at chat, you guys, right now.
Over the course of those 5 or 6 days that I was there.
You know, Dave, so the folks are going to ask, there's different types of dogs, bloodhounds, there's cadaver dogs, what all manner of dogs working this scene?
Yeah, they were actually using live track, and they were also using cadaver. From what I understand, they could not get a very good scent article from the house for Summer, because I think that everything was kind of shared. So I'm not too sure how well that played out, but they did use cadaver, and they also used live track, and not one of them took us in any one direction.
So was it confirmed, Dave, that they did bring in multiple dogs into the home and outside of the home? Because there's been reports that some dogs got sent to the end of the road of the house, and then it stopped there. Is there any truth to that statement, Dave?
From what I understand, yes. That as far as the interior of the house, I have no knowledge of that working. But I did hear on several occasions that the live track took it to the end of the driveway, and that's where they lost it. And usually that means they get into a car. But again, if you look up.
Okay, hold on, guys, because my brain is racking over all this information he's giving us. And I tell you guys, he gives us such good information. So David's saying that he doesn't know, and I'm not looking at chat, you guys. So mods, can you answer any questions for anybody coming in, please? So David is saying, as far as the dogs being inside the home, he doesn't know. He doesn't know about that, which I was hoping he can tell us that, because I know that's been one of my questions. Were the dogs in the house? Did they search the house? So he says, as far as that information, he's not aware of that. So I was like, but he said that it did lead, one of the scents did lead to the end of the driveway. And he said that's a sign of her getting into a car. Now, law enforcement has also told us this. The sheriff has made this statement, so has TBI. Donald himself has also said this in his interviews, you guys, that, the dog picked her up to the end of the driveway. We've heard that numerous times. We're hearing it again from David. Again, he is the operational director from Equusearch, and he even himself said it led to the end of the driveway, and to him, that's a sign she got in a car. Now, fast forward, Donald did a recent interview. I think it was last week or a week and a half ago. I'm not too sure when, but one of his most recent interviews. And he says that it didn't just go to the end of the driveway. Donald said it went through a dog trail into the woods. So Donald now is giving us more information that no one else has given us. So is Donald telling the truth? I don't believe him. I'm sorry. I'm saying it right now. I don't believe that, because we have David from Equusearch telling us it led to the end of the driveway. We've had TBI tell us it led to the end of the driveway. No one's ever said it went to the end of the driveway, but it also went through a dog trail and into the wooded area. No one has said that, but Donald most recently. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, you guys. I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I feel like Donald is throwing shit out there to kind of throw us off. I'm going to say that now. That's what I kind of feel. So I'm going to play this part again really quick. And again, I'm not looking at chat, you guys, but I tell you, this interview, the information that David gave us is such good information. You guys, if you haven't watched it, the full interview, I have it linked in the description. Share this interview in your groups if you haven't seen it, the one he does with Equusearch, because he was boots on the ground. So what he's saying, I'm gonna listen to. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something really quick, you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna replay that part. Where are you, Ash? I see you in here. I mean, do any of you guys believe anything Donald says? I don't know. Okay.
Manpower that was in and around that piece of property in that mountain over the course of those 5 or 6 days that I was there.
Dave, so the folks are going to ask, now there's different types of dogs, bloodhounds, there's cadaver dogs, what all manner of dogs working this scene?
Yeah, they were actually using live track, and they were also using cadaver. From what I understand, they could not get a very good SIM article from the house for summer because I think that everything was kind of shared. So I'm not too sure how well that played out, but they did use cadaver, and they also used live track, and not one of them took us in any one direction.
So was it confirmed, Dave, that they did bring in multiple dogs into the home and outside of the home? Because there's been reports that some dogs got sent to the end of the road of the house and then it stopped there. Is there any truth to that statement, Dave?
From what I understand, yes. That as far as the interior of the house, I have no knowledge of that working. But I did hear on several occasions that the live track took it to the end of the driveway, and that's where they lost it. And usually that means they get into a car. But again, if you look up, guys, if you look up where this house sits, and the possibility of a stranger abduction, it does not make sense at all. Only for the simple reason that you have to go. You're in a secluded area. Number one. Number two is that you have to come off of a main road to go down their road, only to go back a long driveway. And again, if they're all sitting there and they're all there, the odds of that happening are, to me, are slim to none.
And you know what, Dave? We heard a lot about the family's dogs, and it said.
So I just love how he says that. And that's what I told you guys before. David is coming from a different, he's not coming like how law enforcement, when you ask law enforcement these questions, they have to be careful what they say, right? We understand that. David isn't coming from a law enforcement he's coming from a different background in the way he thinks. And I love how he just straight out says that, the odds of a stranger coming up there are slim to none. And he doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe a stranger. And that's, you guys, I'm going to play that part again.
And the possibility of a stranger abduction, it does not make sense at all. Only for the simple.
See, a stranger abduction, he's saying right now, it doesn't make sense at all.
Reason that you have to go, you're in a secluded area. Number one. Number two is that you have to come off of a main road to go down their road, only to go back a long driveway. And again, if they're all sitting there and they're all there, the odds of that happening are, to me, are slim to none.
And another good point he makes right here, if they're all sitting there, because remember, we're told Grandma Candy and we're told Candace was outside. And he's saying if they're all sitting there, and he's explaining, and he's boots on the ground, you guys. So he knows what the property looks like. He knows what the driveway looks like. He knows what it all looks like. Okay, so that's why I respect what he is saying, because he's there. He's seen it. So what his opinion, like I said, I respect his opinion, and I'm going to trust him. So he's saying based off what he's seen, they're outside in the story that's given. He doesn't believe some stranger just came up and no one seen or heard anything.
No, and Dave, we heard a lot about the family's dogs, and it said it was reported that there was anywhere from 7 to 20 dogs. Can you confirm that?
I cannot confirm that. I know that there was a couple of dogs, but as far as that many dogs, I can't confirm that at all.
Which that would make it even more difficult for a stranger to come onto the property.
Oh, absolutely. And I just think if she wandered away, I think one of those dogs would with her.
I'm showing an overview.
And I never thought about that, you guys, though. He makes a good point. If they have that many dogs, if you guys have dogs yourself and if your dog's outside with your kids and your child goes, I don't know, for a walk or whatever, or you go for a walk, your dog follows you, right? So he makes a really, hold on, I think I'm lagging a little bit. Hold on, I see the Wi-Fi struggling. Come on, Wi-Fi. Okay, so if you go for a walk and your dog's outside, your dog's going to follow you. So he makes a good point in how he says, with the dogs they did have there, one of them not following her, is kind of strange too. If she just wandered off, you think one of those dogs would have followed her. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat. I tell you guys, this interview was such a good interview. Let me make Ash blue really quick, you guys. Give me 1 second. Where are you, Ashley? There you are. All right, cool. All right, let's get back to this. Let me see. All right. So just a recap of what we just discussed in this interview. Hi, Justice. Matt Black is doing live chat with Hawkins Kelp. I don't know what that, you mean County? Hi, Angie. Hi, Jenny. So what David is saying so far, he let us know that, yes, they had cadaver dogs there, and he got on the scene on day, him and his team from Equusearch got on the scene on day 4. He says that, yes, they had cadaver dogs. They had live track dogs. He doesn't know if they were inside the home. He says he doesn't know about that. He can't tell us that information, but he did say that they were having a difficult time picking up a scent article for Summer because everything was shared. And again, I explained, I think that might be because maybe the clothes she was wearing might have been in a hamper, a dirty clothes hamper mixed with, the families. Also, we know when Summer was swimming, Summer had shoes on, and one of my subs sent that to me. She sent a photo, and she was like, look at Summer's wearing shoes in the water. Now, if the shoes are wet, if those were the shoes she wore home, and we know she left with no shoes, then I'm wondering if it was hard for them to pick up a scent because those shoes were wet. And then he said that the dog did pick up a scent to the end of the driveway. Okay, he didn't say it picked it up going on a dog trail, going into the woods. He doesn't say that. He says to the end of the driveway. And Dave said his opinion was that tells him that that would mean typically she got in a vehicle. So when a scent leads you to one area and then just stops, he says that would lead him to believe she went into a vehicle. And another thing that he did say that I thought was interesting, that he doesn't believe based off what he's seen from the area where they live. Also, the story given from Grandma and Candace being outside, abduction happening. He said based on, where they live and everything is slim to none, he said. And I thought that was very interesting. So let me play it again. Let me see what you guys are saying. I don't think the boys share dressers, etc. Yeah, well, they would need to get her scent. They would need something that she was wearing, right? Like clothing, shoes, stuff like that. I mean, I do know that from all the work we looked into with the Chris Watts case. I mean, and like I said earlier, one thing I noticed with the Chris Watts case, when they brought the cadaver dogs in, and they needed a scent. In that case, Chris went to a hamper, and they were like, oh, but his hands were on it, and then all the clothes were mixed together, so that wouldn't have been good. And then he was going to give them wet shoes the girls were wearing, and they were like, no, so they had to get something else. So let me go back and play.
They have held them tremendous, and Dennis and Tammy are probably one of the best in the water business as far as they have, I think, over 105 bodies recovered to date.
And you have them on board with you?
I have them on board, yes, sir.
Dave, I want to ask you, to me, a very pertinent question. And you sort of touched upon it almost unintentionally. You said that if she had walked out and actually walked down the road, that the dogs probably would have found her. So I'm just going to ask you, do you think that the story told by Candace is plausible?
No.
Oh, did you guys hear him? He said no. Let me repeat that for you guys. I'm going to replay that for you guys. So listen clearly, Lindas. Lindas, listen.
In the water business, as far as they have, I think over 105 bodies recovered to date.
And you have them on board with you?
I have them on board, yes, sir.
Dave, I want to ask you, to me, a very pertinent question. And you sort of touched upon it almost unintentionally. You said that if she had walked out and actually walked down the road, that the dogs probably would have found her. So I'm just going to ask you, do you think that the story told by Candace is plausible?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think, something I really like that, you're not an investigator, but based on, you're coming from a different discipline.
Yep, a different discipline he's coming from.
You said that if she had walked out and actually walked down the road, that the dogs probably would have found her. So I'm just going to ask you, do you think that the story told?
No.
Straight out says no. He does not think it's plausible. Mm-mm.
I think, something I really like that, you're not an investigator, but based on, you're coming from a different discipline, and that is deductive reasoning at its best.
And that's what I like about him, because he is coming from, he's, like I said, he isn't like thinking it like how law enforcement has to watch what they tell us. He's just coming out and telling us straight out.
Yeah, but did you say 100% no?
I don't think that it's plausible that she wandered off and nobody could find. Not with the amount of individuals that we had covering that mountain, and especially after day 4 when I got there, and the amount of people that surrounded that, it's almost like it just was a noose and it was just tightening up. There's no way she could have got out of that first circle without being spotted. And especially when you've got a helo with FLIR on it, now all of a sudden you have to also remember, guys, that this little girl after day 4 has not had any water, has not had any nourishment. She's in dire straits at this point in time, so her movements are going to be slow, if not non-existent. So she's not even going to be a moving target at that point in time. And for 1,000 people to sit there and literally not find this girl within the confines of that circle, I ain't buying it.
He ain't buying it. Well, I think a lot of us aren't buying it. I tell you guys, this interview was so spot on. They did such a good job with asking those questions. Hold on, let me fix the screen for you guys. Yeah, so there. So that's what we were, just for people that are coming in. Hold on, I see my Wi-Fi lagging a little bit. Come on, Wi-Fi, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you today? I have my modem hooked up. So he's saying right here, he ain't buying it, and I'm not buying it either. So, when people get, when people comment, because I see the comments and stuff like that, why are we being suspicious to the story given? Well, one, it's changed a couple of times. And I feel like even still, Donald saying that the scent led to the end of the driveway to a dog trail into a wooded area, he's the only one who is now saying that. TBI never said that. David Rader, who is from Equusearch, who was boots on the ground, he just told us right here that the scent led to the end of the driveway. Why is Donald putting more information out there that no one else has? Is it that law enforcement told him this? for me, I feel like if law enforcement is going to tell the family something, they're going to say it themselves because they probably know, well, hey, I rather put this out to you guys. You know what I mean? I don't believe anything. I'm sorry, I'm saying it now. I don't believe anything that they say. I'm going to trust the TBI, I'm going to trust the sheriff, and I'm going to trust David because these are people who are there. And like I said, you know, the information that David gave us in this interview, it's really, you know, really good information. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm going to play some of it again for you guys because I know some of you are just coming in. We'll hear it one more time. Again, it's a full, this is like I think it's an over an hour interview that they did with David. I'm not going to play all of that. There's just these two clips that I wanted to play. So I'm going to play it one more time for you guys. And then we'll have a full-on discussion about it. Hold on, let me get to the right pinpoint. Again, I'm not looking at chat, you guys, so don't think I'm ignoring you.
Deploy aviation, we're going to deploy K9. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Before before you answer, I gotta ask a favor of you because
I would just like to know when you finally got there and you had all your personnel put together, what was the organization of this search like? How was it put together? How were the personnel deployed, and how was it determined who would search what specific areas, and how would they search these specific areas?
You know, at the time, they were still searching around the house, thinking that this girl walked away. So at that point in time, there was no foul play ever mentioned, or I don't think that was considered. So at that point in time, they were strategically breaking down in and around that house into grids. And then what they would do is keep all of your manpower together so they wasn't like basically breaking you up and put with another group. So they took those groups, and depending on the qualifications and what you're used to, is how they broke it down into what sector that you went to. You know, they had aviation in the air, they had the helo, they had dog teams. I think that they had 5 or 6 different dog teams down there. So they were strategically placing the dogs ahead of the foot searchers, and then we would go in behind them as a checks and balances. And it was well organized. They would actually take us they would bus us in to each individual plot of land that we were going to do, and then we were in radio contact as far as if we found anything, if we found any evidence. We were all GPS tracked, and I can tell you, if I could share that with you, it's incredible on the amount of manpower that was in and around that piece of property in that mountain over the course of those 5 or 6 days that I was there.
You know, Dave, so the folks are going to ask, there's different types of dogs, bloodhounds, there's cadaver dogs, what all manner of dogs working this scene?
Yeah, they were actually using live track, and they were also using cadaver. From what I understand, they could not get a very good scent article from the house for summer because I think that everything was kind of shared. So I'm not too sure how well that played out, but they did use cadaver, and they also used live track, and not one of them took us in any one direction.
So was it confirmed, Dave, that they did bring in multiple dogs into the home and outside of the home? Because there's been reports that some dogs got sent to the end of the road of the.
So would cadaver dogs not have indicated interest? See, that's where I'm stuck at, because, you know, I know some people believe that Summer, you know, got hurt at the swimming hole. And in that photo, we'll look at the video of her in the truck. A lot of people believe she's deceased in the truck. But the thing with me, if now that we know the cadaver dog was brought in, I'm struggling with, if she was deceased in the vehicle, like some of us believe, why didn't the cadaver dog hit? I mean, because I think by now, 5 weeks later, we would have known, but something, it would have played a different role. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm just like, the dog not hitting is just, it's bugging me. But then here we go with this, I keep going back to what I know from the Watts case, Chris Watts case. With that case, we're told that they all died in the home and the cadaver dog didn't hit. Then we learned that the girls actually didn't die in the home, but he says Shanann Watts died in the home and the cadaver dog never hit. So, and I did so much research over cadaver dogs and them hitting and not hitting and blah, blah, blah. So that's the only thing I'm just like, it kind of just keeps me a little stuck, that if she was passed in the vehicle, how come the cadaver dogs that were there didn't pick that up? So that's why it keeps me like,
The house, and then it stopped there. Is there any truth to that statement, Dave?
From what I understand, yes, that as far as the interior of the house, I have no knowledge of that working. But I did hear on several occasions that the live track took it to the end of the driveway, and that's where they lost it. And usually that means they get into a car. But again, if you look up, guys, if you look up where this house sits, and the possibility of a stranger abduction, it does not make sense at all. Only for the simple reason that you have to go, you're in a secluded area, number one. Number two is that you have to come off of a main road to go down their road, only to go back a long driveway. And if they're all sitting there and you're all there, the odds of that happening can be slim to none.
And and Dave, we heard a lot about the family's dogs, and it said there was reported that there was anywhere from 7 to 20 dogs. Can you confirm that?
I cannot confirm that. I know that there was a couple of dogs, but as far as that many dogs, I can't confirm that at all.
Which that would make it even more difficult for a stranger to come onto the property.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I would think that if...
Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Let's talk about that right now, about the dogs. So again, David Rader is from Equusearch, okay? And he's giving us his opinion on what he knows. And again, so we do know they have dogs. They have more than one dog, okay? We've learned maybe not 20 dogs they have on property, but they have a few dogs. And like he's saying, if a stranger came, not one of those dogs barked, not one, not one dog. And you guys got to keep remembering, hey Meg, what's up? The story we're told is Grandma Candy and Candace are outside, you guys. So they have more than one dog. Not one dog barked, you guys. Come on. What are the odds of that? I'm sorry. What are the odds of that? Not one? Not one dog. It'd be different if they had the one dog, then maybe okay, depending on the dog, and maybe it didn't bark, okay. But they had more than one, and not one barked. Not one. And then Grandma and Candy are outside. And I love that David is giving us his professional opinion, what he believes. Hi Desiree, I haven't seen you in a long time, love. How are you? What he believes, in his own personal opinion. He doesn't believe that a stranger just came up there. It doesn't fit.
Leaving the area, so I could do smaller retention ponds to where the Adventures with Purpose, they're more of the larger lakes. They actually work with a team out of St. Louis, Team Waters, WATTERX. They have helped them tremendously. Dennis and Tammy are probably one of the best in the water business as far as they have, I think, over 105 bodies recovered to date.
And you have them on board with you?
I have them on board, yes, sir.
Dave, I want to ask you, to me, a very pertinent question. And you sort of touched upon it almost unintentionally. You said that if she had walked out and actually walked down the road, that the dogs probably would have found her. So I'm just going to ask you, do you think that the story told by Candace is plausible?
No.
I just love, you guys, that he said no. I do. I love that he just gave us his opinion. I'm sorry. I just love that.
No.
I think, something I really like that, you're not an investigator, but based on you're coming from a different discipline, and that is deductive reasoning at its best.
And David, did you say 100% no?
I don't think that it's plausible that she wandered off and nobody could not with the amount of individuals that we had covering that mountain, and especially after day 4 when I got there, and the amount of people that surrounded that, it's almost like it just was a noose and it was just tightening up. There's no way she could have got out of that first circle without being spotted. And especially when you got a helo with clear.
So now what I'm, because listening to it for the 3rd time with you guys, so, he's saying that he doesn't believe, that a stranger just went up there. And he doesn't believe that right here, he's saying, he just, it doesn't make sense how she could get, like, she would have been found by now if she did wander off, because he's saying they had so much, all these people there, they had the dogs there, everybody there, and they didn't find her. So he doesn't believe that. So what else does he believe then? You know what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't believe she just wandered off, hi Lisa, she doesn't believe she just wandered off, and the odds of someone, a stranger coming up there and taking her while, like he said, while they're outside, and then the dogs, he doesn't believe that either. So what other options are there? Maybe someone that knew her took her, that could be, or foul play. Those are the only 2 things that I think, and it's the 2 things that I've been thinking for a long time. It's either foul play happened or someone that knew her took her. But even then, the dogs didn't alert.
Now all of a sudden you have to also remember, guys, that this little girl after day 4 has not had any water, has not had any nourishment. She's in dire straits at this point in time, so her movements are going to be slowed, if not non-existent. So she's not even going to be a moving target at that point in time. And for 1,000 people to sit there and literally not find this girl within the confines of that circle, I ain't buying it.
Thank you. Let's talk about the first 48 hours.
So he's not buying it, you guys, and neither am I. I'm not buying it. Let me get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. And for people that are going to come in and be like, oh, you shouldn't, accuse people and all this stuff. And, I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything, okay? This is a true crime discussion. This is what we do. Hi, Monica. I'm not sure if that's the same Monica that comes in here all the time, if you changed your name. Hi, Ladybug. Jules. But this is what we do. We discuss it here. And again, this is coming from somebody who was boots on the ground. This is coming from someone that I'm sure all of us know about Equusearch. We all have mad respect for their work. And this is coming from David Rader, and I'm going to respect what he says and trust what he says. And he just comes out and straight says no. He doesn't believe that she just wandered off. And, the odds of a random stranger going up there with everything that they know, he doesn't believe that either. So what are we left with then, you guys? What? So again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I mean, come on, you guys, we're 5 weeks later. And what do we have? What do we have? Nothing. Nothing. So I do want to look at the video of, hey Amber, I do want to look at the video with you guys really quick, the one of Summer in the water, because you can see she does have shoes on, and I'm wondering if those are the shoes she wore in the car, and then if she was home because they were wet, I wonder if the dogs, like Dave said, you know, the dogs were having a hard time picking up a scent for Summer because everything was shared. Amber's here. Amber, let me see. Amber, I have a question for you. Because Amber did a lot of, I know she looked into a lot with the cadaver dogs from the Chris Watts case, because like I said, that was something that just really bugged us. Is she here? Let me see. I'm looking at chat now. Let me look at chat. Oh, Amber, are you in chat? I have a question for you, darling. Let me see if she is. Okay. Yes, you're here. Okay, Amber, I'm going to play this for you really quick, and I want your opinion on it. Like I said, Amber did a lot of, when it came to the Watts case. I think, Amber, you know, I'll try my best answer. Yeah, of course, we're not professionals, of course, obviously, but we did do our own research, and we did a lot of research when it came to the cadaver dogs and all that stuff. So I'm playing the video just so you know, Amber, because I know you just came in right now. This is from the creator. I'm sure you know who he is. Duty Ron. He had an interview a couple of days ago with the operational director, David Rader. And I'm going to play you what David says about the dogs being on the scene. So let me play that really quick, you guys. And I know you guys heard it, but I want Amber to hear it.
Is there any way you could back up away from the camera? Because
I'm sorry if I could tell how far it was.
No, you're good right there. Bill, you want to...
The search like? How was it put together?
Okay, hold on.
Those groups, depending on
I just want to play that part.
take us to, they would buy with you over the course of those 5 or 6 days that I was there.
You know, Dave, so the folks are going to ask.
And I do want to point out that the Equusearch team went on there on day 4, he says, and like you just heard him say right now, they were there for a good 5 to 6 days.
Now there's different types of dogs. Bloodhounds, there's cadaver dogs. What all manner of dogs working this scene?
Yeah, they were actually using live track, and they were also using cadaver. From what I understand, they could not get a very good scent article from the house for Summer, because I think that everything was kind of shared. So I'm not too sure how well that played out, but they did use cadaver, and they also used live track.
So Amber, my question to you, how he says that the dogs couldn't get a good scent article for Summer because everything was shared. Do you think that's because maybe like her clothes might have been mixed with the brother's clothes? I just thought it was interesting that they couldn't get a good scent for her. And also in the video at the lake, she's wearing shoes in the water. So I'm wondering, do you think because her shoes were wet, they couldn't get a good scent from that? Because if you remember from the Chris Watts case, remember the girl's shoes were outside and they were damped and they didn't use those shoes because of it? Seems to me, let me see what she says. Seems to me, yeah, it'd be contaminated. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, I don't know, I just was shocked when I heard they couldn't get a good scent. I was like, oh, okay. And again, they had cadaver dogs, you guys. And if she did pass in the car, so we know they had cadaver dogs, Amber. So don't you think they would have hit in the car? Wet shoes shouldn't make a difference because her smell. should still be on it somehow. It's more likely her stuff was mixed with others or had others touch the items. Yeah, and I remember from the Watts case when they asked for, I'm not sure if it was the girls or Shanann's items. Remember Chris goes in the hamper and he was grabbing them and they were like, oh, because he touched it, and then because the dirty clothes were all mixed with the other dirty clothes. So yeah, Ellie, like that really bothers me too. Nothing at all for a scent of our very own. Yeah, I was confused by that too. That's why it kind of threw me off when I listened to this interview, that one part. I was like, huh, everything was shared. So I was like, how long was she in the car for? That's a really good question. So if they left, I would have to look at the timeline. That's a really good question. I'll look into that more today. Do they share toothbrushes? Meep. That's a really good question. Sorry, your name threw me off. Jules says she thinks it's 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, we're trying to, okay, so we know that video was taken at 12:20. I started a timeline. Where did I do with it? We know that Candace did that video at the lake at 12:20. Do you guys remember what time Candace said the video of her in the car was? Does anybody remember that? She might have been alive in a car, in which case they wouldn't have picked up a cadaver scent. Yeah, that's the thing that throws me off, Amber, is that that's the only reason I'm like, I don't know if she was passed in the car. I mean, she could have got hurt at the swimming hole, and maybe something happened at the home. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe she was unconscious. Yeah. I do want to look at that video of her in the car. Hold on. Let me pull that up, you guys. Let me stop sharing this. So let's look at that. Did you guys have any questions, though? Again, I have Judy Ron's full interview he did linked in the description. Make sure if you haven't checked the full thing out, because it's about over an hour. It's a really good interview. I didn't want to play the whole thing here. I just wanted to play the 2 parts that I really want to discuss with you that I personally was having questions on. Hey, Miss KJ. I was really wondering what dogs are brought in. And unfortunately, you know, he didn't tell us, if David didn't tell us if he didn't know if the dogs were in the home. He didn't know that. So I was like, because that's something I also wondered. Do the dogs, I mean, you would figure they would, but he didn't say yes or no with that. So I was like, ugh. From Canada, well, welcome. How's the weather over there? Yes, CC, possible. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Let me pull up this really quick so we can watch it. Hold on. So let's look at the video of her in the car. Let me stop sharing this one. Okay. Meet trauma dogs. What do you mean? Oops, wrong one. Let me put that back. All right. Let me close that out. Let me pull up the video. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I told myself I wasn't going to drink coffee, and I'm drinking coffee. Good one. Good one, girl. All right. Let me go to Unmasked, because Unmasked has this on there. Okay, where is it? Oh, I see Vanessa added her photo to the home page. I mean, to her profile. She looks so pretty. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me pull it up first so we're not waiting. All right. Hold on, I'm just moving stuff around, you guys. Give me a second. All right, while you guys are waiting, make sure you hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever. whatever you choose to. All right, let's share. Can you guys let me know in chat when it pops up on your end? Let me see. Let me get back to my YouTube on my phone so I can see chat and see how it looks. Okay. Okay. Is it showing? Yeah, it's showing. Okay. All right. Let me make this. All right, guys. Let's make it the full screen. Okay. Okay, so this is the video that was sent to Unmasked, to the team from Unmasked. And this is when, if you guys remember, we all learned that Grandma was now there, because before this interview happened, none of us knew Grandma went. Hold on, I see a comment. What does that say? They are hating on her beauty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, let me play this for you guys. So, you guys can see it, right? Someone just say yes, you can see it. Somebody please. And make sure if you guys are mentioning any other curators, you guys are saying something nice about them and nothing negative. I'm seeing some channels being mentioned, and I just want to make sure that there is no bashing of other creators being done in chat. I'm not sure if that's being done or not, but we just don't do that here. So just please refrain from dropping any other creator's name, you guys, because let me tell you, that can cause some drama. Okay, yes, you guys are saying it. Okay, let me push play. Let me move this here. So let's push play. Oops.
No. Oh, that's what I was trying to get.
But I'm gonna play it again, you
guys. Still got her arm on? No. Oh, that's what I was trying to get. Still got her arm on? No. Oh, that's what I was trying to get. Still got her arm on? No. Oh, that's what I was trying to get. Still got her arm on? No. Oh, that's what I was trying to get.
I'm gonna pull up the picture for this one. I think someone sent me the photo. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know. What do you guys think about her trying to get the... So the story that we're told on this video is that it was the grandma accidentally... Candace wanted her to take a picture and she accidentally hit video, which I've done that before. I'm sure a lot of you have done that too, when you think you're going to take a picture and it goes to recording, or you think you're recording and it's a picture. So that I understand. And she wanted, I guess, to get her arm, because her arm was you know, standing straight up, I guess, which I don't know. Let me grab the photo. I think one of you guys sent it to me through, I might have it on my phone already. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up the photo for you. And I'm not going to lie. When this first came out, this video, it did give me the creeps. It did. It really, really did. It reminded me a lot of, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Gannon Stout case. And Leticia Stout was the stepmom. And she allegedly accidentally recorded Gannon crying over a candle that had fallen over. Anyways, in that video, Gannon's crying, and she said she accidentally hit record, but everyone believes she just did that kind of to cover her own ass, and say, look, this really did happen. There was a candle that got tipped over, and he was crying and upset over it. And we know, well, she's obviously in jail for this, but it just always, this right here always just reminds me of that. I'm not saying that's what this happened here, but I don't know. This video just does give me the creeps. It does. Let me grab that photo. Okay, I do have it. Okay, and I'm gonna share it to my Gmail. Let me open that. So let me photo for you guys. Hold on, you guys. And again, you guys, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm gonna pull something up for you. Okay. Let me. All right, I'm pulling the picture up. I had to send it to my Gmail. I thought I had saved on my computer, but I guess I don't. All right, let me stop sharing this right here. Do you want me to play it one more time, you guys? This video real quick before we look at the photo. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's play this. Let me stop sharing this. Close that one out and let me share the photo. I hope you guys are being kind to my mods. All right, let me just make this a little bigger. Okay, so let's talk about the photo now. This is something we haven't done here. Let me get to see what you guys are saying. I mean, she does look like she's sleeping, you guys. What do you guys think right here? Do you think, again, let me just say this first before we even go into this conversation. this is what we do here. It's a true crime discussion channel, so all opinions are welcome. There's no bashing here. If you can have an adult conversation, come right in. I love that. Even if your opinion is different than mine, just as long as you can just say it respectfully, like don't cuss. There's no need to be all getting all crazy here. At the end of the day, there's really no right or wrong. We just want Summer found, right? That's all we want. Let me see what you guys are saying. I know some people were saying that it looked like she was bruised here and here, but again, it could just be the way the photo looks. Now, who was it? You guys, I know you guys probably mentioned this lady. I believe she's I'm not sure if she, and I know some people are going to get mad, but we're just going to go here. She's a psychic, I think. I seen this shared. Don't drop the Facebook link, please. I mean, don't drop the Facebook group name here. I seen it in one of the Facebook groups I'm in for Summer Wells, and I seen it. I think it was maybe 2 days ago or a day ago. I can't remember when I seen it, but there was this older lady. She was sitting on some steps. I believe she was at a church. I could be wrong, but she was sitting on the steps. Anyways, she was saying that. You know, she works with law enforcement, and she was down there, you know, just to see what she can get, or you know, what she can get from this case. And she kept saying that she kept getting the vibe like someone threw her away like trash. That she kept saying that. Do you guys remember? Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Anybody? Let me see. And that she said that she showed her doctor this photo, and the doctor said that he just looked at it and he just said, oh, she was deceased, or she looked deceased, or something like that. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? D says yes. Oh, was her name Juanita? Truth Seeker? Someone brought up her name earlier and I wasn't too sure. Let me see. She was a nurse. Yes. Okay. So her name's Juanita, the lady who was saying this. Tracy says on Judy Ron there was an expert saying, yeah. No, I'm not saying that this is true. You know, I'm just saying if you guys seen this. Yes, Juanita. Okay, so Juanita. Okay. So yeah, so this lady, she's a psychic, right? I'm just telling you guys what she was saying. I'm not saying this is facts at all. So please do not go and take this as facts. I'm just telling you guys what I seen. Okay, so you guys are saying, yeah, Juanita. Okay, so yeah, so she's saying that, you know, that she showed, I believe she said her doctor or a nurse, but that they had, their opinion was that Summer was deceased here. Again, that's she's just, you know, that's what she said. I'm not saying that's true. But someone in chat just said that somebody else had an expert on saying, no, she's alive here. So let's just talk about the photo. Greyhound said, when I first saw that photo, she definitely looked. Hey, Greyhound. What's the meaning behind your name? Mystic Firefly. What a pretty name. Love the photo you have with it. Yeah, Blue Eyes. She says she's helped with a few cases and all that stuff. And a lot of people were, oh, and another thing this lady said that she went to so this lady Juanita said that she went to the store where the milk was purchased, and the milk is super cold, she says. So she did think it was odd that in the photo, Summer's ear is directly on the cold milk. Let me zoom in a little for you guys. Let's look at her ear. I know we have people from Tennessee here. even parents, what do you think? The ear, just see, the thing is the ear, because your ear is so sensitive. That's the only thing that bothered me with the photo, honestly, was just that it was her ear, like right on there. It just, I don't know. That's the only thing with the photo that I honestly bugged me from the beginning. I was just like, huh. I'm gonna go to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Angel says her legs look too big. She looks thinner in other photos. So maybe she had her swimming clothes underneath, maybe. Amber says maybe she bumped her head and there was. That's a good, that's, let me see where that comment, let me highlight that comment. That's a good comment. So Amber says maybe she bumped her head. So remember how, the minor said, H said that she slipped on a rock and went underwater. So what if she did hit her head and they were just, maybe she bumped her head and they were using a coke. That's a good possibility. Melissa says she personally thinks she was dead here. Cold milk would make her wake her up. Yeah, that's the only thing that bothered me. So that's why I want to know, you parents out there, moms, you dads, has your kids ever fallen asleep with their ear right on something cold like that? I don't know. I just, mine personally, I can't even, I was racking my brain trying to think, did they have, even for myself, like putting my ear on something that cold, I just would be very uncomfortable. Greyhound says, I'm just glad she looks peaceful. She does look peaceful, doesn't she, right here? Let me see. Yep, CC, I think the water hole is very important. I also think that water hole is important. Another reason why I want to do, maybe I'll squeeze it in. I'm going to try to squeeze it in tomorrow. We'll see. But the water hole, because H says one thing and then Candace says something else. H, and it bugs me that H says, well, this is coming, his mom says it, that he told her that, Summer slipped on a rock and went underwater for a little bit and he got her out. Then Candace says that no, she never went underwater. So there's two different stories going on there, and that really bugs me. The two different, why is Candace saying no, and then why is H saying that happened? Hey Amanda, I don't know if I said hi to you. Good looking, Amanda Locklear. Looks like she has swelling on that side. On which side, Heather? Are you talking this side or this side right here? Let me move this. And another thing I thought was interesting that Allie said was that when Candace took her Polly, I remember she wasn't able to take it or something like that, that she did call H to see what he told law enforcement. And I thought that was really interesting. Why would you do that? Why would you call him and see what he was saying? Why would that even matter? That bugged me, that comment too. That Allie said, again, this is coming from Allie, so I mean, is it true? I don't know. We don't know for a fact. But that, she's saying that Candace called her son and wanted to know what he told law enforcement. And I just thought, why would you care? Like, to me, that just seemed kind of shady right there. Do you think, let me see, do you think since Hunter will be interviewed, could that mean he's been officially cleared to speak? Well, they took his phone. We know that. And then is Amanda Vita still here? We know that one organization tried to go get him. If you guys remember, they went over there to go get him, to take him back to his dad. And these people from this organization, I forgot who it was, but he said that he spoke with law enforcement and, he wanted to make sure that it was okay for, H to leave. He didn't want to make sure that that was okay. And they told him allegedly, law enforcement told him allegedly, yep, that's fine. He's clear to leave. And that was a while ago that that happened. Greyhound says, if she's not deceased, she's unconscious. Yeah. I don't know. This photo really, really bugs me, though. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I'm going to be 100% honest. It does bug me. And another thing that bugs me with this photo that immediately when I seen it is just her hand. I don't know what it is. Something about this hand just bugs me. I think she had her swimming clothes underneath for people that think she looks a little bit thicker in the photo. You know, she probably has clothes underneath. Obviously, we're told that she had the shirt that she, underneath that jacket that she was missing. When she went missing, she was wearing. She just wasn't wearing the jacket. So this is the outfit, we're told, besides the jacket. So take the jacket off. But the shorts here, and they go past her knees. So they, to me, they look like jeans that were rolled up. That's what they look like. They didn't look like shorts to me. I mean, shorts are usually, you know, short or right above the knee. These went past the knee. So those look like jeans that just were rolled up to me. But Candace says this is what she was wearing minus the jacket when she went missing. Donna, hi, love. How are you? I haven't seen you here in a minute. How are you? We've missed you, Donna. Donna, did you get your tattoo yet? I'm thinking of getting one, and I keep thinking if you got one yet. Okay, could light color lipstick could light color lipstick, where did that comment go? Disguise blue lips. So, oops, where did that comment go? So, Fancy Fan, do you think they put lipstick on her? Is that what you're asking with your comment? Let me zoom into her lips. I don't know. To me, right here, it just looks fat to me. I don't know. And again, it could just be the photo, you guys. So we got to remember this is a photo. So I know in the other photo I seen, her lips look more red, like cherry. Like if she was drinking, she could have been drinking something, some kind of juice that made her lips look red. She could have been drinking a red soda, maybe. Even hot Cheetos. I know when my kids eat hot Cheetos, their lips get a little bit red. Or those Takis, my kids love those. Let me go to the comments. Donna, are you not feeling good? Are you sick? Allie hates Candace. Oh, let me see where that comment go. Ellie hates, let me zoom out a little. Ellie hates Candace. We trust, no. But here's the thing too, with them not getting along, and I said this before, when Donald started making those posts and Candace started putting those posts up on her Facebook of Ellie on top of that guy, on the bed, remember? And I remember I said it in one of my videos. I said, watch, they're going to start going at it and making each other look bad. But we should be wondering why. That's the more important question. Why are they trying to make each other look bad? I think my personal opinion is because Candace was obviously with Summer that day, and so was H. So I think both are trying to discredit each other. The question is why. That's more important to me, is the why behind it. Tracy. It also bothers me that Candace made a point to say, that comment went by too fast for me. A point to say Grandma gave her a piece of candy. She said it was a What if grandma gave her? That's something, Tracy, you know, that's a really good comment right there that you just made. That's something that always bugged me too. How it seemed like it was this whole candy, you know, that grandma gave her candy. She wanted candy. It just seemed like, I don't know. What's the importance of this candy? And I also felt that because in Donald's interview, one of them he said when he's telling the story, he said that it was, you know, grandma and then we're outside and then grandma gave, Summer wanted candy and grandma gave her some. And then Donald said, and then all of a sudden, Summer wanted to go inside. And I just, and him saying all of a sudden, and that just could be the way he talks, it could be nothing, but him saying all of a sudden she wanted to go inside always just stuck out and made me think, did something happen right then and there? Was Summer not feeling good all of a sudden? Did, you know, did grandma or Candace yell at her? Did she get in trouble? Did someone show up and maybe she didn't want to be out there no more? It just, him saying the comment of she was out there with them and then all of us, and then he said, all of a sudden, Summer said, I want to go inside. And it just, I don't know, it just stuck out to me. So I wondered, did something happen right then and there? Did she get sick? I don't know, you guys. Also, what did they do when they came back home? What did they do? Did they eat? I mean, I feel like we don't have a lot of explanation of what did you guys do when you guys came home from. We figure you took the milk out and you put your groceries away, but then what did you do? Between, it would have been what, a little bit after 3 they would have got home. Donald says that, you know, they noticed her, you know, missing at 5:30. Donald keeps saying that a couple of times. It was 5:30. So 5:30 they realized she's missing. So from a little bit after 3 to 5:30, what happened? What was going on in that time frame? Because you're not going to be out there planning that little plant that we've seen for that long. There's just anyone, no. And if a lot of you have been here from the beginning, you're in the groups. I'm no longer in one of the groups, and I don't want to drop the name, but do you guys remember in the very beginning, I believe Grandma Candy made a post, not a post, I'm sorry, she commented. And she said something about they went for a walk and something about getting candy. I was looking for that all night. I'm not sure if it's even there, but I'm just wondering if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Did anyone happen to take a screenshot of that? Because I remember when that, and I should have took a screenshot. I'm no longer, I got out of that group so quick. I got booted. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. I usually don't argue with people. I really don't comment much. But yeah, I got kicked out of that group. Don was never missing. Another rumor. Sandy, we'll talk about that right now. Delana, first of all, Mom made it sound like only went swimming because they had to wait. Yes, Delana. Yes, yes. Where's your comment? Yes. Yes, yes. I have that interview. I have that. I should play it one more time for you guys. Yes. So Candace made it seem like they only went swimming because they had to wait for the script. So how was the whole swimming trip even really planned? Exactly. Because when Candace talks about it, she made it seem like, oh, because I'm going to play it for you right now before I'll just play it. Hold on. Let me play that really quick. But then it must have been planned because, for one, they had extra clothes. And then H, I mean, had to take extra clothes. I mean, is she going to let them in the car all wet? You know what I'm saying? That was another thing. I was like, okay. Candace made it seem like it was just them waiting for the prescription. So since they were going to wait for the prescription, you know, the Warriors was right across from it, she said. And she's like, so we went over there and it was about 20 minutes they were there. So that made it seem like they just went because, you know, while we wait for the prescription, let's just take her there. That's how she does make it seem. But again, I know that was one of the things I was like, okay, who does that? I thought the same thing. And then also, you guys, we don't know, after she picked up H around 10 or 10:30 in the morning, we know it was Candace and it was Candace and Summer. Grandma wasn't there. So I'm going to assume Grandma was at the emergency getting her knee looked at. I'm just going to assume that. But she picked him up at 10 to 10:30, and then they're at the swimming hole around 12 something. So what do they do in between that? And that's something they can't talk about. That's what Allie said, that they cannot talk about those few hours before, because that was what was being H was being questioned on. Interrogated, she used. And I thought, interrogated, interesting choice of words to use there. No, Ellie said H was supposed to go. Yeah, she said, yep. She said that she went over there and asked if he could go fishing. But I didn't see any fishing rods around right there. So, do you have the interview where Dawn talks about the drive home after Summer went missing? Which one? Which interview was that? Gosh, Dawn's done so much, and that's why a lot of people were wondering what happened to Dawn, because he's been really quiet, you guys. Looking at his Facebook, I know people are saying he's in Facebook jail. I'm going to look up his name right now. Hold on, I'm on my phone. So Donald made a post on, let's scroll down. So Donald made a post on July 12th. I'm not going to look at chat, you guys, really quick. On July 12th, he made a post. He made 2 posts. Well, he made a couple of posts, actually. On July 12th, he made 1, 2, 3. He made 4, okay? One of them is no longer there because it's the one that got reported, and that's the one where he talks about H. Let me read it to you. This is the one that got reported. Let me pull it up. Okay, so this is the comment that got reported, and he also attached, I'm just going to read it to you guys. He also attached, let me take that comment off. He also attached a photo of the minor, and the minor, I think, had some other, I don't know if those were his friends in the photo, but I'm sure you guys know what post I'm talking about. And this is the one that he got, someone reported. So he wrote, let me grab it. I have so many screenshots, you guys. Sorry, hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm just pulling it, gonna look it up. I know I have it. I know I took a screenshot of it. Hold on. It's gonna bug me. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I have it. I have it. Tell you, Donald was making a lot of posts, and now he hasn't made any. Okay, here we go. So this is the post right here. I'm just going to read it to you guys. I'm not going to pull it up on screen, but this is the post that got Donald in Facebook jail. It's the one where, again, he shared a photo attached with this post, and it was the minor, and I think those were his friends, but it said, Hunter in his new role about the time he was charged for trying to pull a woman out of her car with a baby in the back. Thank goodness she fought back. This happened back in January approximately. We have done nothing but try to be good to this family and try to help them. And then he says, in John somewhere, he says, if they're commandment keepers, invite them in your home. If not, well, you know the rest. May God bless all who seek him. So this is the post he did that got him, someone reported it. And then after that, he got put in Facebook jail after that. And that was done on, let me look at when I took that screenshot. So I took that, so the 12th. So the 12th. Okay, so I took that screenshot on the 12th. So he posted that, and then it got flagged. He got put in Facebook jail. Now, when you go on his Facebook, after that, he didn't, so for the 13th, he didn't post, probably because he was in Facebook jail, I'm going to assume. So the 13th, he has no post at all. The 14th, he had no post either. So 13th and 14th, he didn't post anything. He then makes a post on, let me see, 6 days ago, that would have been, so on the 15th. So his last post was, so he posted, Donald posted on the 12th about Hunter. That got him, someone reported that comment, and then he didn't post for the 13th or 14th, he posted nothing. And then on the 15th, he posted again. And then from the 15th, he posted he posted two things. And then since the 15th, he hasn't posted. And we're the 21st. So, I don't know. So to me, I believe he got out of Facebook jail just looking at his post. Hey, Nellie, what's up? So to me, it looks like he was put in Facebook jail. He got out of Facebook jail. He made a couple posts, and now he's gone again. I've heard Don's home. I've heard he's home. I mean, did he take off that day? He could have took off for a day. I believe he did. I believe he took off for a day. Some people believe I'm going to tell you what I've been hearing. Some people believe he's, took off. He's gone. I've heard from my source that he's home. But did he take off for a day? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And that whole story started because, remember, if you guys seen, it was, I can't think of the channel. Can one of you name the channel that said that Dawn was, her friend told her that Candace had said at an event that the TBI had told Dawn that they didn't believe she was abducted. And then Candace woke up that morning and Donald was gone. So I immediately, when I seen that, it was over the weekend, I immediately hit up my source and was like, is Donald home or where's grandma? That's the two things I asked my source, and my source told me Donald is, no, it wasn't Chasing Truth. It was somebody else. It was something Sushi. What's the full name of that channel though? Sushi. Damn, Dawn's not here. She knows it. You're pink now? Woohoo, Nelly. But I was told that Donald was home. And then we know Robin, who is the church friend, True Crime Sushi. Thank you, Confused So. How are you, lovely? Thank you for that. Yes, her. She did it. And that's coming from Web Sleuths, correct? She's part of Web Sleuths. And I have a lot of respect for Web Sleuths. I do. It's a good website. Yeah, true crime with sushi. Thank you, thank you. So, Barbara says, I've been in Facebook jail a few times after sharing my opinion about situations like this to other families. You know, I'm surprised I've never been in Facebook jail, ever. I'm so surprised. Watch me be in it tomorrow. Yeah, so, yeah, I believe Grandma's already out of town. That's what I believe. I believe Grandma's already out of town right now. But Donald is home. So if Donald is home, he is staying away from his Facebook right now, which I think is interesting. I don't think he's in Facebook jail still, because when I looked, like I told you guys, when I looked at his uploads, and when he uploaded the post that got him in trouble, he stood off Facebook after that post for 2 days, and then he came back, and now he's gone again. So, and his post that he posted when he came back wouldn't get him dinged, I think. I don't think he wrote anything that would be reported. Oh, Google user, you missed a lot. I'm going to wrap it up too right now. I'm going to end this right now. You missed a lot. Yes, Chasing Truth had Rose Meyer on there. It was really good. I need to watch that, Amy. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I need to go and watch it. I actually like that channel a lot. I like her. She's very she's like feisty. I like her. She's like rare. I like her personality. You think someone told Don to shush? I was thinking that too. It could be the church people too. Maybe because he keeps posting all this religious church talk, you know, maybe they're like, you're making us look bad, and the church is also getting hate. So maybe if anybody could make Don stop posting, it would be the church people. Twitter jail. I didn't even know most of them there was such a thing. Twitter jail. Yeah, Chasing Truth is awesome. I like her. I like her a lot. So do you guys, maybe tomorrow I can squeeze in maybe like an hour live early in the morning. Maybe we can review Donald's interviews. I do want to still do Allie's interview, but that's not going to be able to happen tomorrow because that's going to be too long of an interview. But if you guys want, let's refrain from saying the minor's name in chat, please, you guys. Can that comment get deleted? Thank you. Let's just call him H, or the minor. We can listen to go back to all his interviews. We can do a live just on that if you guys want, or else we'll just, maybe Friday we'll do the interview. Don might not know what to think right now. Yeah, Francis, I'm thinking that too. Do you guys think, one interview I watched, she said very happy. Let me see. One interview I watched said who wasn't very happy? Criminal Imagination of Autumn. Did you change your photo? It's so pretty if you did. I always notice when you guys change your photo. I like that photo. You look pretty. Yes. So Heather says yes. Okay, Heather says yes. That's all I need to know. I call him the kid, or H. Yeah, I call him H. Yeah. I think Don too. I mean, you know, he was reading all what everyone's writing. A lot of people think Candace is involved. Imagine being married to someone and everyone's thinking it's the spouse. And maybe even too, like I said, and I brought this up to you guys before, Donald, in one of the more recent interviews, he didn't even know if his boys went to the swimming hole. And that was when it was, hi Sally, that was 4 weeks after this. So how are you, the father, the husband, 4 weeks later, not going to know if your boys went to the swimming hole or not? That was very disturbing to me. He should know everything about what happened that day, everything. And that tells me that, you know, I'm sorry, Candace ain't giving him the whole truth. Shelby says, I don't care what police said. They would have to handcuff me to keep me from searching. Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, as a parent, just sitting there, I don't know. I personally, I couldn't just sit there. And you know who else? And I hate to bring it up too, but you know what it reminds me when certain people say, well, the cops told us not to search. It always takes me back to the Chris Watts case when Chris was like, well, they said not to search because I wouldn't know where to look. It was just like, no, motherfucker, you know where they were at. That's why. Sorry, guys. I always go back to the Chris Watts case. Sweet Pea says, Dawn doesn't have a clue. I know. And just imagine, though, what that would feel like, though. So if he did take off for a day, I don't blame him. Melissa says, I honestly think he shut her Candace out because he don't know what to think. Yeah, I think I'd be that way, too. I think I would be, if I wasn't getting the full story, or if I noticed the story changing, and again, you know, and my spouse was changing it, and then seeing what social media is saying, and again, he's living there with Candace, so he sees what she's doing every single day. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Hey, Purple Love. So who knows? Maybe he's feeling a different way. Maybe he's starting to question some things. I mean, gosh, Dawn, you don't even know if your boys went there or not. And why was Candace showing David and law enforcement that night a video that was of the boys and Summer swimming and saying it was that night, that day? Why did she do that? No wonder why there's so many different stories. No wonder why TBI makes the statements they do. Yeah, I'm gonna, if one of my mods can link, I'm gonna make you girls work right now, you guys work right now. Can one of you guys link Chasing Truth video she did with Rose Meyer? Meyer, right? Is that who it was? Let me see. Can one of you guys link that before I leave? Because I'm gonna be looking at that today too. I actually really like her channel. There's a couple of channels I watch and I like. I like Chasing Truth. I like her. I like her because she's so feisty. She is. She's like, Row. And then I also like, of course, I like Tiffany Marie. I do like her. The interview room is having an interview with H tonight. No way. Are you sure? Where did you see that at? Yeah, Chasing Truth is a straight shooter. I like her. Sheila says, have you ever tried, where did that comment go? Have you ever tried putting your head against large? You know what? I'm going to try that today. I am. I'm going to try. All right, guys. So check out Chasing Truth's channel. She did an interview, like I said. I'm not sure if my mods have linked it. I'm looking at StreamYard chat. You know, it's backed up like always. And then we're seeing the interview room is having H on tonight. Let me go on my phone. Hold on. So are they already showing that? Like, you know, their thumbnail's already up? Let me go there to tell you guys if they are or not. Let's see. The interview room. Well, I'm seeing Summer Wild's case live, the interview room with Chris. With who? With Chris McDowell. Well, it says, okay, so what I'm looking at, let me go there for let's all look at it together real quick. Let me stop sharing this. So this is what I'm seeing. And then we're going to wrap it up then we'll wrap it up. How long are we on here? 2 hours? Not bad, not bad. Okay, let me pull it up real quick. Hold on. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm seeing. You said the interview room, right? Make sure I'm getting the right person. Let me see. And before you guys leave me, make sure you hit that thumbs up or thumbs down if you enjoy my content. Hopefully you stick around, hit that subscribe button. Let's see. Hold on, let me take this off. Okay, so this is what you guys are talking. So this is, let's go to this. And let me, so live 2 hours. I'm going to have to watch the replay. I have a back to school night, not back to school night, but meet the teacher. Come on, baby, load. So join Chris for a live stream from Kingsport, Tennessee. Immediately following the premiere of the video, exclusive interview with Hunter to discuss Summer Wild's case. Oh, okay. Okay. So reminder set. Let's do that right now. All right. I will be, oh, fuck, that's 2 hours right now. It's 2, 3, 4. I'll catch, oh man, I'm going to try to be in that chat and see it. If not, I'll have to catch the replay. So this is what we'll do. Tomorrow we'll do a short live in the morning. We'll have a recap and talk about this interview with H, and then we'll go over Dawn's interview, and then I'll try to see if I can squeeze in some time to go over Allie's interview. It's just hard right now because my school starts Monday, so I'm trying to get everything done. All right, guys. So yeah, so I'll be watching that for sure. All right, guys. So thank you guys for being here with me, talking this case with me, trying to figure out everything that this is what we do. The facts given, we discuss it and try to figure shit out ourselves. We're not investigators, but you know, we do what we do. Well, I'm sure, Angel, I'm sure the mother is going to be there. There's no way he's going to be there by himself. I doubt. But again, I mean, we just covered the Tristan Bailey case, and all those minors went to go speak with law enforcement, and the parents were like, go ahead, I don't need to be there. So, I mean, if he's by himself, it wouldn't shock me. All right, guys. Thank you guys all for being here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening or night. I don't know what time it is for you. I have to go squeeze in a little workout, and then I have to go meet my daughter's teacher. So again, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys for being respectful. Thank you to my mods for holding it down for me when I am not looking at chat. And I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, or maybe tonight. I'll be in that chat for this interview. So see you guys later. Bye.